Hello, and it's the Warpforge with a hobby/game update. Yes, as we see here, I've decided to jump in on the Malifaux train because of the new edition, and because it's been popping up in my area quite a bit. So I like it how it's a skirmish game, and that means a low model count, so it's more of a squad or a gang in this case, than a whole army. So I like that. I like that feel. I feel you get more cinematic games from skirmish games than you do from war games. But as you see here, my main faction is going to be Archanists. I've bought the Ramnos box and the Keris box sets. Yeah, I know Keris hasn't been released yet. I bought the metal versions a while ago, but only had one game with them before 2nd edition came out. And Ramnos, because I like the whole Keris is the apprentice of Ramnos, and I like the whole robot steam borgs and robot spiders and train monsters that they have. So apart from that, I like the whole steampunkish horror feel to them. But for the sake of variety as well, I've started up a very, very small guild force. And I have the Sonia Creed's box set along with 3 Death Marshals. So we'll start off the Death Marshals. As I see, here's the first guy. What I liked about them was they were very simple. There wasn't many pieces to put together, so it's just straight off, clip, file, bang. What I didn't find enjoyable was while I like the dynamicism, I think the word is, well, I like how each model is dynamic in their own way, lots of action going into them. They're very fiddly to put on. For example, this model here, his coffin's meant to be on his back, and it's just straight flat on flat, and it was very bumpy because of the amount of detail on his back, such as the chain on his back. So I ended up just getting a bit frustrated and decided to glue it onto the coffin, as we see here, which I like a bit more, to be honest, because it looks like he's just trapped someone in the coffin and went slap bang on it, so he's just landed on the coffin. So I like that. I also like in Malifaux how something that looks like it appears on the model actually happens as a rule in the game. For example, the Death Marshals actually trap people in coffins, which I just thought was awesome. Because, I mean, you know, that just gives off the aura of awesome. This is the second one, which broke off and is now still drying. And here's the third one. What I will be doing is picking this camera up and showing you each model. Now, as you see here, I like the movement, the dynamicism. It's like when it gets painted, it'll be like an art piece rather than a model. But like I said, it's very fiddly to put together, and sometimes it doesn't go on its base. For example, I've had to use a pin to pin it in place instead of glue. So there is a gap that I am going to base in like a sandish, orangey sandish colour to maybe represent like a burnt sand or a hot sand. But as you see here, plenty of detail here. plenty. But I like it how there's fire coming out of him. He's going to be saying you're guilty, and the sentence is death. Yeah, I like the detail. So that was the Death Marshals. Those are the Death Marshals. As you see, he's jumping up over the coffin. And here is Sonia Creed's. Now, I will say that the Samuel Hopkins did not receive a head with them, so I'm going to be asking for that from the weird forums or whatever, or wherever I go. Here is the Purifying Flame. Now, these are like totems. And totems are basically like little helpers, like familiars are for Chaos Marines in 40k. So basically, like, help other forces, well, help your other guys in your gang to get more special abilities out of them. So they're not just like a simple little thing that can die, that will die when it's in combat, but something you can't throw away that much, because the benefits he gives for all your other guys is much, much better. But as I see, the plenty of detail. If we scroll down a bit, plenty of it. I'm going to keep my talking short because my battery is low. So the next guy is Samuel Hopkins. I did not receive his head, so I'm going to be asking for that off Weird. And the hammer, I enjoyed building them. No, the only thing I could say was this little like cowbell dangly bit I thought was a bit frustrating to glue on to the body, as well as its little extras at the bottom. Apart from that, I enjoy the pose. It does look like Clint Eastwood 6-shooter. And on to Miss Creed. Or Creed. It's not Creed as in Usker Creed, it's C-R-I-I-D. Here is Sonya with a flaming sword and a lamp. I like her model. I think it looks really nice for her. It gives her a nice, unique look to it. Like as if she's definitely accusing somebody on the floor of being guilty of something. If this will zoom in. So yep, I really like that model. I don't have any problems with her, with assembling her. And then we have the 3 Witchling Stalkers. I speak the truth. Sorry. Here's the first one. What I liked about these were that these were one-piece miniatures, as in clip off, file, done. No building required apart from gluing it onto its base, which I have pinned. Due to I'm basing it, painting it, then putting it, gluing it finally on its base. As you see, plenty of detail. It does look like it's a wild mini maniac, so I like him. There's the second one here, who I think's accidentally... No, he hasn't. It's just very stiff. The other guy, so these are like small manic ninjas. And I absolutely love... I like these models a lot because they do look just splendid. They do look like... It's hard to describe, but they're just awesome looking. And the third one, which I really like because he actually has a pistol. Now that guy just looks boss. I can't say much more than that. But yeah, there are no problems with assembling these. These will quite literally just clip off the sprue, file the bits of sprue and mold lines off, pin to the base. So apart from that, that was my Malifaux crew for Guild. I will be showcasing my Archanists when they have been fully assembled and hopefully painted. So this is the Warpforge with a gaming hobby update into the world of Malifaux. Hope you enjoyed. If you like what you see, give it a like and a subscribe if you want to see more Malifaux from me, but with Guild and the Archanists. This is the Warpforge signing out, and remember, keep on forging.